Alright guys, so this was my server slam experience. I managed to level up a barb to 20, managed to get one Lego on it, and then I decided I want a main druid just because of the short amount of time. I main druid, I farmed up all the Legos. I did manage to only get legendary or yellows for my pants, so I never did get a legendary piece of gear for my pants, but I did have a lot of fun on Druid, and I will showcase that video later on. But this video that I'm going to be showcasing is something I had to test on my Barb, because I went through, got all the renown points, got all the checkpoints, and defeated all the strongholds, and apparently when you go to the level 35 stronghold, there's an exploit for farming Legos. So that's what we're going to get into. Hope you enjoy this. I'm going to showcase me. It was 17 minutes of game footage. I'm just going to skip to when I actually find the legendaries and show that the two I unfortunately got weren't wearable, but it was exactly what people were doing, how they were doing it. And it's something that needs to be fixed in the game before launch, because you can just make massive amounts of gold either by selling the gear or by trading it to other players. You will eventually get wearable gear. I saw it live with somebody actually doing it. They were getting high level gear. They were getting gear that they could wear, and anything they couldn't wear, they were selling. And they went from like having 70k gold to having 390,000 gold after selling all the stuff they couldn't wear, and managed to fully get every piece of gear they needed for their rogue. And then basically had 3 people in an Ashava event and basically took down Ashava himself with only 2 hours of farming. So if I would have had more time to actually showcase this versus 30 minutes of the server slam left, where it took me 17 minutes of farming to try this out right before they're about to shut it down. But I did test it out so I could get the footage to see how practical it was. And 17 minutes ain't bad getting 2 legendaries that unfortunately I couldn't use here. But on launch, that's only gated by levels, so I'd be able to get some early Legos super early on within the first few hours of the game and be able to mid-max my character and go. So let's get right into that video. Hope you guys enjoy, and let me know what you think. So I'm going to leave this first part in, showcasing me actually running around trying to figure out, because they're telling me where all these bodies are. There was 3 you loot up front, there's 2 to the right area, and then they told me there was 4 to the left. But it took me a couple of tries to actually figure out where all these bodies were to loot. So you had the one over there, and then I thought they meant go up to where you fight the boss, and I ended up screwing this run up a little bit, but you're actually supposed to go further to the left, and that's what you look for when you're just coming around and looting these bodies and clicking it until you end up getting a legendary. Here's where I ended up dying, figuring all of this out. Alright, and once you die, you actually go respawn at checkpoint, then you log out of the game, log back in, and once you log back in, you are immediately at that same checkpoint, and you just start your run over again. So we're right at the bottom of the stairs, we climb up the stairs, and we go all the way around, looping, hitting these corpses again, trying to click all 3. Obviously this barb has next to no gear on it. Nothing really upgraded, because once I got it to 20, I immediately switched to Druid. Said, alright, let's level that guy up. And it was very difficult with me early starting on. See there, I died again. But after you guys start this run, and you've looted all these bodies, you make your way back to the checkpoint. and you just climb down these stairs really quick, and after you've done that, you log out, log back in, restart the instance. So after I've restarted the instance, I'm once again clicking through, and we come across our very first Lego. We end up finding an axe here, so we go and collect that, and then we go, and unfortunately I died there, but we tried to continue. Just because I died, we clicked revive at checkpoint because I didn't even get half of the corpses, so we run back through, and we're trying to get over to that left side so we can hit all the corpses. That was the body we didn't get. Now we're gonna go hit these 3 off to the left, and then as all we're doing is seeing if any more legendaries drop. And I climb down, climb back up to try and cheese my way through. I just wasn't trying to die over and over again because this was the last 30 minutes of the server slam, and every time I got out I just run to the checkpoint and reset. Alright, in this final run through, we had about 10 minutes left of the server slam. I'm at about 17 and a half minutes of running this, and we're just giving up hope. We only seen one, but we managed to click on another bag and end up getting a legendary pair of pants on the last guy there. And I end up running out to the checkpoint, and then we look at it. It was pretty cool to see that in 17 minutes I managed to get 2 legendaries versus I did, I don't know, 12 plus hours of farming and only managed to get 1 legendary. So with that being said, this is something I believe that personally needs to get fixed. Because if you can constantly just go to the stronghold that's higher than you and farm for better gear, then sure, come launch, people are eventually going to surpass the level, be able to put the gear on that. Spending a couple hours running circles, getting gear, doesn't seem like that big of a deal, especially when you're going to constantly be leveling, putting on more and more pieces of gear. But it's an exploit that needs to get fixed for anybody that wants to start a new character, and you could just have your buddy farm up gear for that character, and then your character's set to be super nasty because all you need is wearable gear, and then as you go on you could level it up and fix your gear later on. Like, this is something that needs to get fixed, because the fact that on my druid I wasn't able to even try this because I had already defeated all the strongholds, so the event wasn't there, the corpses weren't there for me to loot. I tried to do it with other people there, seeing if the event was there, but there was still no bags for me to click. So trying it on a fresh level 20 character that I barely made, started the beta, and being able to do all of this in a 17-minute runtime was a pretty nice feel, to prove that with 2 hours of actual farming this and looping this, you could fully level out a character to make it playable and for you to have an up advantage on everybody that's going to be starting out in the game. I personally think this should get fixed, and I want to know what your comments are down below. Please let me know. Hit that subscribe button. Look forward to seeing my Druid showcase video of what I thought about the Druid, and many other videos that come out for Diablo Immortal and D4 when it releases. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right. Thanks. Bye, guys.